In the Victorian era of London lives the young boy Ciel Phantomhive. But on the night of his 10th birthday, a fire engulfed his manor house. His parents were murdered, and he was captured by a mysterious organization that gave him enduring, excruciating, and humiliating torture. Ciel returns to the Phantomhive household with a mysterious, black-clad butler, Sebastian Michaelis. To others, it seems that the butler is simply the best of his craft, from anticipating his young master's needs to carrying them out to the best of his great abilities. Little do they know, Sebastian is actually a demon that has entered into a contract with Ciel Phantomhive, promising to help the boy achieve on those who have wronged him in exchange for his soul. As the Queen's Guard top dog and standing on the top of the British underworld, Ciel solves the crimes plaguing London while waiting for the day he will exact revenge. So, my fans, if you love this anime, Black Butler, then you're gonna love the theories I have. I call it his butler, a theory. Please enjoy, and also stay cool. Anyway, here we go. Ciel is similar to Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. Hard to believe that Black Butler shares a commonality with the Dark Knight Batman. Let's see. Both had lost their parents at a very young age, both have butlers, and both are on a quest for revenge, while also coming from wealthy backgrounds. However, they are quite intelligent, and also they solve mysteries and catch criminals. But the only difference is the time period. Bruce wears a costume and fights crime in modern day era, and Sebastian does all the work. But Ciel can be a badass too, without any fighting qualities to him. Black Butler is an anime adaptation of Faust and Dorian Gray. Black Butler is similar to Faust and Dorian Gray in some ways. You probably don't know what Faust is. Faust is the central character of the archetype story of a deal with the devil. There are some earlier stories where there were people, many individuals bargaining with demons for magical power. However, a man by the name of Faust came into contact with the devil, and the devil, who was by the name Mesfito, promised Faust for great fame and also as an exchange for his soul. In some adaptations, Faust goes to the underworld with the demon after the loss of his loved one by the name of Gretel, or in some adaptations, Margaret. However, in this version, this new one, was where Faust was about to be taken to hell. However, the angel appears and lets Faust reunite with his loved one, Gretel. And here, in the story of The Picture of Dorian Gray, was a novel by Oscar Wilde. Blonde pretty boy Dorian is the muse for the talented artist Basil Hallward. Dorian is gifted with incredible beauty as a thoughtless and happy young man until the day he comes to the Hallward house to see the unveiling of the artist's latest masterpiece. Of course, it was a portrait of himself. Dorian is nothing more but a troubled young man, and also the portrait of Dorian begins to haunt, and the picture changes. Thus, Dorian falls to his death. It could be possible that Dorian Gray and Faust are combined together to create Black Butler, sort of. Sometimes there are some characters in the anime similar to Dorian Gray, but Faust and Ciel, well, they could be similar, could they? Ciel is asexual. With his cousin Elizabeth, He is seen in one chapter at the beginning that he was forced to marry his cousin Elizabeth. But he doesn't really want to. He does seem to care for her though. But his main focus is to avenge the death of his parents, as he has no time for relationships. Happens a lot with Ciel, especially due to his extremely different personalities in the two canons of the anime. Excuse me. This also happens with a few other characters, but to a lesser degree. Some people think he actually cares about others, and other people think he does not care for them at all, or even hates them. Some people consider Ciel to be asexual, but other fans think he could be gay or bisexual with his relationship with Sebastian. Whether you're a shipper or not, he has shown hints of romantic affections towards Elizabeth. Despite his maturity, Ciel is only 13 and is similarly to most shonen protagonists. A romantic and or sexual relationship is the last thing on his mind. Then there's his troubled past, which we would rather not talk about, right? Sebastian is bisexual. Sebastian could be asexual, or just doing what a demon does best. Because he's a demon who has taken on the form of a handsome butler, Sebastian interrogates a cult member very convincingly. He is also emotionally manipulated towards a girl by the name of Beast and used her in a sexual manner for information. However, he has some undertones with his young master. Sebastian's default habit of carrying Ciel in a bridal style, especially in the manga, and how he constantly rescues Ciel. Sebastian fights over Ciel with Claude, which leads both Alois, and Grell, implying that he's in love with Ciel. Sebastian doesn't deny it, and in fact agrees while fighting Claude in the episode 10, that he's not fighting for Ciel's soul. Also in episode 10, Ciel thinks of Sebastian to the point where one could think he misses him and blushes after thinking of him. Yeah, so the topic on Sebastian's true character seems to be quite contentious as well. Also, somehow, when, whether or not Sebastian is pretty much an alien or non-existent to his morals. On the flip side, he does express admiration for heroic willpower and finds humanity very entertaining, openly admitting that demons' malices simply can't measure up to humans. And of course, he likes kinky boots and of course, cats. Also, Sebastian has a bit of traits of undertones with Grell, of course. So, there are some people who generally believe that Sebastian is losing himself to his butler persona and becomes more human and less cruel. Undertaker is necrophiliac. Undertaker takes a joy in the dead and always seen snickering when it comes to cases in dead bodies. Quite a few different examples include cooing over how nice a corpse looks with its cuts and allowing Grell to bury him in Epsonomy's salt and smiling about the sensation of moisture leaving his body. Justify that he is a Shinigami in the anime and in the manga as well, but don't you think that's a little creepy, ain't it? Ciel is homosexual. He has something going on between him and Sebastian. Sebastian's default habit of carrying Ciel, yes, I already said this, but also, however, let's not forget the infamous corset scene from Chapter 8 and as well as Episode 4, where it looks like Sebastian was getting a bit into Ciel with a naked but sweat covering Ciel from behind, complete with a blushing Ciel gasping that he can't take it anymore. However, Ciel is told by Sebastian to bear with it. Of course, they are referring to Sebastian helping Ciel put on a corset, which, yeah, there were some yaoi fangirls that were pretty disappointed as they were dying to see something like that. Anyway, Grell is transgender. Grell was assigned male at birth, but identifies as a female. That's why Grell is just assigned as she, even if the voice is masculine with a hint of feminism in it. And that is why Grell is seen blushing and gushing over how beautiful his Bessie is. Oh, please, kill me now. Kill me now. Did I just seriously say Bessie? Yes, I certainly did, for I am one hell of a YouTuber. No, I am no demon. Although there are some rumors encountering that. I'm kidding. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.